Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with right back Julian Araujo as the Barca defender has been given an extra week off by Xavi to find a suitor. Xavi not convinced by the player at all. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barca to avoid paying €5 million bonuses for Pedri's transfer, courtesy of this ex-La Masia prospect Mika Marmol. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Every now and then, Barca pull out a dubious transfer to stump fans across the world. Often, these players do not play for the team, despite arriving with high expectations, as was the case with Miralem Pjanic a few years back. Julian Araujo is the latest entrant on that same list, but the defender's case appears to be more complicated than the others. The Mexican arrived at Spotify Camp Nou last winter from LA Galaxy in a deal worth €4 million, but his transfer was not authorized by FIFA due to a small delay in filing documents. He has trained with the Barca Athletic and the first team ever since without playing a competitive game. According to reports from AS, Barcelona do not know what to do with the right back. The Catalans gave the player an extra week off after participation in the Gold Cup, hoping he would find a suitor. The player has still not joined the squad in the United States and has no place under Xavi's plans for the upcoming season. Indeed, the report states that the Barca manager has not been convinced by the 21-year-old right back. As such, a departure remains a serious option and Porto have shown an interest. However, nothing concrete has materialized from the same. Araujo is set to debut for the first team in an official game. His only appearance in the Blaugrana colors came in the friendly against Vissel Kobe at the end of last season. And, it remains to be seen if he can convince the manager should he get a chance in the coming weeks. As it stands, Xavi is set to head into a second straight season with no natural right back. João Cancelo, Ivan Fresneda, and Pablo Maffeo remain on the club's agenda, but cannot arrive until sufficient sales are made. For now, though, the manager will have to count on Jules Koundé once more, or to do the work at the right back. Of course, Julian Araujo has been going through hell at Barca, if I must admit, because this is a guy who just came last, I think, January, and I asked myself, in the first place, why did Barca even go for him? Because for me, at the end, they could have just left this guy to remain at his LA Galaxy and enjoy his football. He's still very young, and maybe he was there trying to build up his career. And Barca would just go there and just trying to destroy everything. Because at the end of the day, it looks like it was just disrupting the boy's career. He was there in LA Galaxy. I don't know what Barca saw in him. I don't know what Barca saw there in the MLS. And now they're talking about experience in Europe. So when they were signing him in MLS, what were they thinking? And some rubbish excuse are saying that he does not have the experience, a European experience. That is why Xavi is not convinced. So in the first place, who signed him there first? Who did sign him from MLS? And they are selling him that. So he is a victim of being playing in MLS. At the end of the day, it makes no sense because he just came in January, have not played any official game for Barca. And it's like they just came to spoil his career. I felt so sorry for him. I felt so sorry for him because at the end, it was just a very stupid decision for going to go to this player. We know we need a right back. Barca need a quality right back. It's not Julian Araujo in the MLS who will save us at right back. And now they are saying that he's not convincing them. He does not have experience in Europe. I'm like, oh my God, how will he start having experience in Europe when they don't want to play him? Does experience start from space Does this start from space? It doesn't. So I think that's a silly excuse. If Javi does not want the player, then he should go. But I think they did a very wrong thing. Getting a player who is still young from the MLS and they come and spoil his career saying that he's not convincing. Have they put him in official matches to test him? Nothing. He just played just a one friendly game against Visa Kobe immediately after last season got to an end. So let's see how it goes. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona find themselves in a financially strapped situation with pending payments pulling the board in all directions, while the transfers of some players are yet to be amortized. Other clubs demand fees based on the performance related bonuses of their former stars. One such clause that is close to being triggered is the case of Pedri. The youngster has established himself as a regular under Xavi's command over the past season and an undisputed starter for the team. Reports earlier this week revealed that if the Canary Islander played 45 more minutes for the club in 3 more games, Barca would be obligated to pay Las Palmas an additional €5 million. But the Catalans are keen on avoiding paying such a fee. According to reports from Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona have found an interesting formula to slip away from the aforementioned commitment. The idea involves a player from La Masia, whom Las Palmas are interested in signing permanently. His name is Mika Marmol. The 22-year-old defender moved to FC Andorra on a free transfer last summer and even made 37 appearances in the Segunda Division this time there. MD reports that Barca will utilize their 1 million buyback clause on Mamor and immediately sell him to Las Palmas. As part of the above transaction, the newly promoted La Liga side exempt the Catalans from the upcoming 5 million bonus to be paid for Pedri. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time.